This is a special report coming to you from the Skills and Technology Newsroom, high atop the towering metropolis of New York City. The following information has... Oh my God, I can't really do this for real. Anyway, here you go, Lou. Take it away.
You know those words or phrases that you just like to say because they seem really cool to you or they ring great in your ear? The one that I really love, and I got it from looking at the NAMM 2020 stuff, it's the word or phrase sound reinforcement. It sounds like military, right? It sounds really cool, like spy stuff. So I don't even know what that is, but they were relating it to this Tascam DP03SD, which is a mouthful. Joe, what is sound reinforcement? Why do they look like these giant boards of buttons, dials, and lights? Really cool stuff. Tell me.
Okay. Sound reinforcement is basically live sound.
Okay.
So it's the gear used for live. And you've got speakers and you've got power amps and you've got what you're talking about is the actual mixer.
Okay.
As opposed to recording sound gear. So in a studio, you have a mixer, but it's not the same mixer. They're configured differently because the needs are differently. Obviously, you don't need monster speaker. You don't need line arrays flying up the side of a stage. Those are completely different needs, even though when you look at the essence of them, they're the same. In theory, when you look at signal flow, they're the same. But when you get to actual use, they're very different.
So you're talking about the difference of being in like a giant stadium and there's that guy on the floor in the middle sitting with all the boards versus the guy behind the glass in the small recording studio.
Yes. They're both engineers. They're both sound. They're both mixers. They both are doing the same basic function.
Right.
But the name sound reinforcement became the buzz term for that gear.
Got it.
I guess. I mean, I'm trying to think of why it's live recording, but I guess that would start setting up because everything's a live recording basically, right?
Yeah. Well, you know what? I read the definition just as I'm sitting here doing this with you. It says it's the combination of microphones, signal processors, amplifiers, and loudspeakers in enclosures, all controlled by a mixing console that make live or pre-recorded sound louder or may distribute it to a greater distance. That's the technical definition, which is what you said.
It's what I said. Yeah,
exactly.
It's the gear that you use in live sound. So even you're in a club, if you go to a club and there's not even a DJ, just a track's playing down, that's sound reinforcement. You go to a bar mitzvah, the guy with the two speakers and the DJ standing there with his iPad, that's sound reinforcement. You go to MetLife Stadium in New York, New Jersey, and whoever's playing, Jay-Z's playing, that's sound reinforcement. It's all the same thing. And like you said, yes, if you're in a couple $1 million recording studio and the guy's in glass, that's recording gear. But that same holds true as if you're in a garage band and somebody's sitting in the car outside with a Mackie mixer mixing the band inside the garage, that's recording. So it doesn't matter where you are. Go ahead, I'm sorry.
So that's okay, man. Here's the argument, the internal argument. Is it sound reinforcement or a PA system? That's what they're arguing about in this article after the definition, which is hysterical because it's all the same, just in a matter of complexity.
It is, and again, because I'm 200 years old and I've lived the evolution of all of this.
Right.
The PA system, which is public address system, is when, please come to the office, and Joe's got your fur, please come to the office.
Right.
That's a PA system. Is that sound reinforcement? It is, but it's not, and that's how it gets distinguished different.
Right.
And I don't even know why anybody's arguing about that. It's just ridiculous. That you can change a name constantly, and it is what it is if you know what you're talking about.
Exactly, and it's just something to argue about. Unlike you and I, we are no longer arguing. We are ending our little soundbite for today. Thanks, Joe.
You got it, cuz. Bye.
Bye.
Thanks for listening to today's show. We've got some really exciting online courses coming up on ferocity.com. See for yourself the exclusive details at ferocity.com and make sure you get on board for early notification of class openings, enrollment opportunities, and founding member benefits. Details at ferocity.com.